You have put in the effort. You've learned logged extra hours and sacrificed weekends, birthdays, and holidays. You installed productivity tools, stayed up late with finance books, and experimented with side hustles, vision boards, digital planners, and mindset podcasts. You followed every recommended step they prescribed, yet a muted ache remains. There's a ceiling you cannot name, and that dull question keeps drifting in between breaths. Why am I still not there? It feels like mining for gold using a plastic spoon palm's blistered grit stinging your eyes. You're determined and resilient, yet utterly worn out. This isn't laziness, lack of motivation, or refusal. You are tired at the level of the soul. The cause isn't doing too little. It's trying to create everything from the outside inward. You were taught to chase, so you ran hard. Yet perhaps the truest wealth was never external in the first place. Pause. Breathe. If this level of fatigue feels familiar, right, that's me. What follows is meant for you. Our culture rushes to label equating scarcity with laziness and hardship with ignorance. It claims you're broke because you didn't push harder or don't get money. It glorifies grinding, vilifies rest, and packages shame as if it were motivation. Let me propose a radical reframe. It's not about fault, it's about alignment. Let that truth filter in like morning light through a curtain. It's not your fault, it's your alignment. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "Man's only enemies are within himself." Her aim wasn't blame, but liberation. If the obstacle lives within, so does the power to change it. You were misdiagnosed, treated for surface symptoms, while the root resides in the soul, in the unseen. You kept pouring effort into a bottomless cup. Yet your energy wasn't wasted, and your heart hasn't misled you. You are following the wrong map to the right destination. Labor that lacks alignment becomes movement stripped of meaning. It's no surprise you're exhausted. You've been rowing without a rudder, straining against the current when you were meant to hoist a sail. What if effort isn't the true source of money? What if you stopped striving and began receiving? I understand that can sound irresponsible, overly simple, even naive. Still stay with me. You learned that outcomes must equal toil, that wealth is paid for in sweat. Yet deeper spiritual laws say otherwise. They whisper that every form originates in the unseen. Wealth isn't first constructed in an account. It's constructed in your being. If action alone produced money, the hardest workers would be the richest. We know that's not reality. Some toil endlessly yet struggle, while others appear to attract abundance with ease. So what actually separates these outcomes? Alignment is the hinge. Identity is the key. Feeling is the conduit. Florence taught that reality mirrors inner belief, not hopeful wishes, but what you know in your core. As she said, "The game of life is a game of boomerangs. Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astounding accuracy." So what are your words declaring? What signal are your feelings broadcasting? Manifestation isn't force, it's frequency. You don't yell yourself into wealth, you enter resonance with it. Let this settle. Money is drawn to who you are, not merely to what you do. This doesn't eliminate action. It transforms it. Actions become inspired and magnetic, flowing from fullness instead of fear. Can you sense the shift, the subtle release from the grind? Allow yourself to soften and accept this truth. You are not broken. You are coming into alignment. Pause again. Let the inner music swell and your breath deepen. We are only beginning. In an era that demanded women be silent, proper, and small, Florence Scovel Shinn refused. With a mystic's grace and a pioneer's fire, she took the stage in 1920s New York to teach about invisible laws, about language that shapes worlds, and about a God force that answers faith rather than effort. A professional painter and a metaphysician by vocation, she touched audiences through revelation more than debate. She didn't raise her voice, she made declarations. She didn't argue, she offered affirmations. As markets convulsed and society shifted, Florence murmured truths designed to outlast empires. Your word is your wand. She spoke it plainly and unapologetically because she knew each word casts a mold, a magnetic force summoning into form what it names. While others waited on circumstances, she taught them to speak transformation into existence. By wand, she meant it literally. Your word isn't mere hope. It is a spell law clothed in sound. To affirm I am wealthy with faith is to summon universal agreement. To declare I always have more than enough with certainty is to command supply. This is not figurative language. It is the mechanics of spirit. Consider this speech activates reality. It sets a tone and stirs emotion, the actual engine of manifestation. Yet here lies the danger. Most people speak carelessly, casually, and without power. People say I'm broke as if stating the weather, or it's hard unaware they have shut the door on ease. They repeat, I don't know how, and the subconscious complies, obscuring the path. Florence knew that each word is a seed, and the subconscious, the soil. If you sow thorns, you cannot reap roses. Now breathe and let your inner landscape settle. Sense a deeper truth rising within like a wave. You are not here to wish. You are here to wield, and the wand already rests in your hand. So why do so many people apply these principles and remain stuck? Why do affirmations sometimes land like hollow chants, ricocheting against reality without leaving a trace? Because language devoid of feeling is empty. Because I want to be rich sings from scarcity, whereas I am rich voiced with conviction functions as law. The universe isn't attending to your lips. It is attuned to your vibration. Florence understood this. She instructed her students to embody their affirmations, to speak from identity's core rather than from the thin surface of desire. And she cautioned, be precise, be steadfast, and be aligned, saying, one day I'll be wealthy, shelves your good on permanent layaway. Declaring wealth is mine now draws it into the present, the only realm where manifestation can breathe. It's time to end the asking and begin the assuming. You are no supplicant. You are a creator. Sense the shift rising up your spine, the remembrance reawakening within you. Your word is more than a sentence. It is a directive issued to the unseen. You don't require more exertion. You require deeper truth. Allow the inner music to swell. Let outdated beliefs slough off like bark peeling from a tree. You were never meant to grind for scraps. You were born to feast at the table of limitless provision. And now, as this knowing seats itself deeper in your heart, consider the following. If this sparked a light bulb for you, pass it along to someone who still believes they must do more to become wealthy. Because your wealth doesn't live in your labor. It lives in your language. And your word is your wand. Most people live in postponement. They wait for money to arrive before allowing security, wait for a promotion before permitting worthiness, and wait for the dream to materialize before believing it is real. And so they wait, and then wait some more, and keep on waiting. Yet wealth does not answer endless waiting. It responds to decisive souls who choose it now. You've heard the script. Once I have the money, I'll feel abundant. Once the bills are cleared, I'll feel peace. But here's the obvious but hidden secret. The very feeling of abundance you keep delaying is the exact magnet that draws abundance into form. If you refuse the feeling until the evidence shows up, you push the evidence away indefinitely. Because life isn't paused with holding gifts. Life is perpetually mirroring your inner state back to you. Picture reality as a mirror. You don't wait for a reflection to grin before you smile first. You initiate, lead with the inner state, and life aligns in outer form. Thus, when you insist, I'll feel abundant once I see the money, you are staring into a mirror and demanding it change before you move a muscle. The truth is both straightforward and astonishing. You aren't actually waiting for wealth. Wealth is waiting for you to embody its feeling. Let that settle deeply. Identity functions as the thermostat. Reality behaves like the room it regulates. You don't warm a room by shivering and hoping. You adjust the thermostat to the desired setting, and then you trust the process. There may be a brief delay before sensation catches up, but the warmth arrives unfailingly. The identical principle applies to inner wealth. Establish the feeling first, and then observe how the external world recalibrates around it. Now, allow me to share a story. A woman named Claire had no savings. Her paycheck barely kept the lights on. Each morning, she woke with a knot of dread, thinking about bills, juggling deadlines, and questioning whether anything would ever shift. She tried budgeting apps, weekend side hustles, and even a 30-day manifestation challenge. Nothing held. Deep inside, she started to feel defective, as if abundance simply wasn't hers to claim. Then something changed, not in her circumstances, but in her interior. One night, after reading Florence's words, I cast this burden on the Christ within, and I go free. Claire chose something radically different. She quit fighting. Standing in her small apartment, she set both hands over her heart and softly declared, "I am wealthy. I am provided for. I am one with divine supply." She repeated it again and again, not from desperation, but with calm authority, as though the reality were already accomplished. Her behavior began to shift, not into recklessness or waste, but into dignity. She bought coffee without fear, honoring the circulation of money. She carried herself taller and blessed her bank account even when the balance read 417. She didn't land a new job, uncover a secret investment method, or win a lottery. Yet 3 weeks later, her supervisor pulled her aside and said, "We've been reviewing salaries, and we realized you're long overdue for a raise. It's effective immediately." The raise wasn't massive, but it was unexpected, and it didn't stem from added effort. It flowed from a new identity. From the moment she embodied wealth as a feeling, wealth started locating her in tangible form. This wasn't coincidence. It was pure cause and effect. Your felt state is the cause. Your lived reality is the echo. If this resonated, declare, "I set the temperature of abundance." Speak it as a decree, not as a timid request. Because you are not standing by for the world to change first. The world is actually waiting on you. You do not chase money. You become the version of yourself who already holds it. And then it arrives inevitably, by law, by right, by resonance. There comes a point on the path when it seems you've done everything correctly. You've built the vision board, lit the candle, wrote the list, recited affirmations, 55 times for 5 days, scripted your future self, repeated mantras, and burned bay leaves under the full moon. You performed the rituals, followed the formulas, and obeyed every spiritual directive. And still, nothing shifts. The bank balance still hovers at not yet. The door remains shut. the breakthrough refuses to break through. So what is actually happening here? Here is the gentle, honest truth. Many of these otherwise beautiful practices become cages when they're fueled by waiting energy. You start with clean intentions to visualize, to affirm, to call in. But quietly beneath awareness, a new pattern begins to assemble. You begin to assume the ritual itself holds the magic. You think, if I skip a day, I've ruined everything. You think, if I execute this perfectly, the universe will pay me back. You think I must perform wealth before I'm allowed to receive it. And then you wait in limbo, a spiritual holding pattern with no landing. Desire morphs into routine. Yearning hardens into a checklist. Yet manifestation isn't a to-do list. It is a truth you choose to stand inside. You are not here to chase signs. You are here to become the signal others read. Picture a donkey racing after a carrot tied to a stick on its own back. No matter how fast it runs, the prize stays out of reach. That is what occurs when you use rituals to chase wealth rather than reveal the wealth within. Because here's the radical reversal Florence whispered to attentive ears. Desire is not power. Desire is evidence of lack. To desire is to declare that you do not yet possess. Let that insight ripple the waters of your mind. Most people mistake spiritual longing for spiritual alignment. But in truth, longing pushes the arrival further away. Wanting actually repels your good. And waiting stands opposite to receiving. Florence said, if one asks for success and prepares for failure, he will get the situation he has prepared for. So pause and truly look around. Are you preparing for success or subtly arranging to keep waiting? The universe answers ownership, not mere hope. Ownership declares, this is mine now. Ownership asserts, it is done. Ownership states, I will not wait. I walk as though it already stands here. You can still enjoy rituals. Let them arise from joy rather than neediness. Let them serve as celebration, not supplication. Because every spiritual path reaches a moment when you must set down the clipboard store, the vision board, close the journal, and step fully into knowing. You have waited long enough. If you feel it, type, I've waited long enough. This is the pivot, your turning point. There exists a quiet beyond thought, a stillness stronger than any strategy you could devise. It arrives the moment you cease asking, release, yearning drop performance, and choose to assume. Not from arrogance, not from fantasy, rather from identity. Assumption means embodying a reality as already true, not because you can see it, but because you are it. This is the great mystery, the final reversal that turns reality in your favor. You don't become wealthy. You remember you already are. You don't chase an inheritance. You awaken to the truth that it has already been signed to you. Florence understood this, and so did Neville Goddard. Both taught that assumption, not effort, not wishing, is the highest spiritual law. Because assumption fuses you with the outcome itself. It is to act not out of hope, but from certainty. It is to say, it is done. And then to live as though the world concurs. As Florence wrote, faith is the substance of things hoped for. Substance, not air, not dreams, substance. Believing in wealth from assumption makes it substantive before it becomes visible. Imagine receiving a letter from an attorney. A distant relative has died, naming you sole heir. The estate is vast millions. The will is signed. Paperwork is in motion. The funds aren't in hand yet, but you know they're on their way. How would you feel? How do you move through life knowing the wealth is yours, even if it's not yet in your palm? Do you panic when you look at your account? Do you apologize for having needs? Do you grasp, beg, and hustle frantically? No, you soften. Your breathing changes. You plan, you prepare, you receive. Because the money is already yours, simply not delivered yet. That is the essence of assumption. It is emotional ownership taken in advance. It is spiritual certainty when evidence is absent. It is becoming now what the world will confirm later on. And the most beautiful part, when you assume the world rarely takes long to catch up. So how do you live assumption in your daily routine? When you view your bank account, don't react to the number, respond from your identity. Say, I know who I am. This is temporary. I am the wealthy one. When you're in a store, don't browse with lack, move with energetic ownership. Say, this is within my flow. All that I desire flows to me now. When you pay a bill, pay with blessing rather than resistance. Say, money returns multiplied. Circulation is celebration. Assumption isn't just a mood, it's a posture, a stance, a steady vibration. The more you practice it, the more magnetic you become. Now, pause. Let's anchor this truth not only in your mind, but deep within your nervous system. Allow your breathing to soften and lengthen. Gently close your eyes. Invite your inner self to lift and come forward. Now repeat slowly and with a steady rhythm, letting every line reverberate through your whole being. I am inseparably unified with boundless, immeasurable wealth. My provision is without limits present now and sourced in the divine. It's already mine. I do not pursue or grasp. I draw abundance by who I am. I move through life in wealth, for it is my native birthright. Every dollar I intend gravitates toward me with even greater eagerness. I do not linger or postpone. I open fully to receive in this moment. It's already mine. It's already mine. It's already mine. Feel the resonance of that truth in your body. Allow it to root deeply and settle as an anchor within you. This is not pretend or performance. This is genuine power at work. Each time you choose assumption, you draw wealth from the invisible realm into visible experience. You yourself turn into living proof of divine provision in motion. Therefore, pause again and take a steady, grounding breath. And now declare it plainly. It's already mine. Speak it until the atmosphere agrees with you, until your bones recognize it as fact. For the instant you assume, the whole energetic field rearranges around you. Wealth carries a particular tone, texture, and temperature. You've noticed it in others, their movement, their pauses, their choices. Their magnetism does not come from money itself. It arises from the frequency they emanate. You cannot analyze or reason your way into abundance. You must arrive by feeling and embodiment. Manifestation does not primarily answer detailed plans. It responds to the presence and state you inhabit. Whatever state you occupy broadcasts a signal, and life answers that broadcast faithfully. The wealth frequency is never frantic or needy. It neither clutches nor tries to prove itself. The wealth frequency feels settled and grounded, calm, assured, and naturally overflowing. You have brushed against it before, perhaps briefly, that sacred inhale when you knew all was well even before outer conditions shifted. That sensation was wealth itself murmuring, "This is my dwelling place." Let us return to that inner place now. If possible, close your eyes and allow the outer world to soften and blur. Draw in a deep, unhurried breath and begin to imagine with all your senses. You awaken to sunlight pouring across your bed. The sheets are soft, the room hushed, and there is no urgency coiled in your body. You stretch, and smile. There is no hurry because time belongs to you. Your phone lights not with pressures or bills, but with confirmation. Another payment has arrived. Another opportunity is opening. Gratitude rises not out of obligation, but because it feels authentic, organic, and normal. You walk into a clean, open space. Warmth greets your feet from the floor. You open a well-stocked fridge and choose what delights you, not merely what fits a budget. You light a candle purely for enjoyment, not out of ritual. You glance at your banking app, 5 figures, perhaps 6, and you do not flinch. It no longer surprises you. It simply mirrors who you have become. You head to your closet where every garment feels good against your skin. Fabrics hang like embodied confidence. You pull on a sweater that wraps you in safety. You navigate your space with ease and make a business decision from clarity instead of panic. Later, you give not for show or approval, but simply because you can and it feels correct. You send funds to someone in need, bless a stranger, and leave a generous tip. You feel no fear that generosity will deplete you, for your source is divine and unfailing. Your supply flows without limit or end. You no longer bargain for scraps. You are seated at a full, abundant feast. Let yourself truly feel this state. Breathe in the aroma of coffee, listen to the quiet, and taste the calmness of peace. This is not escapist fantasy. It is the identity you are inhabiting. This is not mere imagination. It is a sustained vibration you are holding. And now, draw that reality down into your physical body. Let a feeling of safety expand through your belly, and let a sense of luxury settle along your spine. Rest your hands over your heart and softly say, I am the source. Once more, I breathe as abundance. Sense the breath pouring into you like a gentle waterfall. Wealth flows through me. There is nothing to hasten. You are not forcing outcomes into being. You are recalling a truth that has always belonged to you. Each nerve, each inhalation, every cell is anchored in the felt tone of wealth. This embodied state is your most powerful instrument, not a marketing funnel, not a checklist, not a step-by-step scheme. A frequency you hold consistently. The world may tug you back toward proof-seeking performance and panic, yet you now recognize a wiser way. You have felt this truth within yourself, and whatever can be felt can be practiced again. What you repeat steadily crystallizes into reality. There is no retreat from this turning point. If you sensed a bodily shift, right, I felt it. Know that this is only the beginning of the transformation, because wealth at its core was never merely numerical. It has always been about this inner state and alignment. A spiritual principle outruns linear reasoning, the law of identity. When you change your inner sense of self, the exterior world often mirrors that change, sometimes startlingly quickly, even within hours. In those moments, the rational mind can wrestle to accept what the soul has known all along. Picture 2 tuning forks strike one and bring it near the other. The second hums not through touch, but resonance. Likewise, when your internal frequency harmonizes with abundance, the surrounding field responds automatically. Life reflects who you are in essence, not what you merely wish or hope for. As Florence taught, the invisible forces are ever working for the man who is always pulling the right triggers. The most potent trigger of all is identity, your self-definition. The instant you claim, embody, and live from that identity, even if only inwardly, the echo commences and reality starts to conform. This path isn't about struggle or pursuit. It is about Alignment. Alignment isn't necessarily a slow grind. It's a clean snap, a spiritual click. When you click into truth, the energetic field rushes to corroborate it. That is why so often a surprise emerges within 2 days. A phone call, a payment, a sudden shift, a striking synchronicity. Why does it so often take 2 days? Spirit is timeless, but humans usually need a beat. Those 48 hours aren't delay, they are adjustment reality buffering to your newly broadcast signal. Your job is to hold steady and stay consistent. Consider the following account from a listener who boldly began decreeing from a renewed identity. For months, she battled financial strain. Bills stacked higher, anxiety spread like weeds. One night, lying in bed and absorbing this very teaching, something broke open in her heart. Exhausted by fear, she yielded not to scarcity, but to truth. She whispered with quiet conviction, "I am already wealthy. It's already mine." There was no pleading or bargaining, only agreement. She spoke as if the reality were present, now letting that certainty settle into her bones. She drifted to sleep, smiling. By morning, the scene appeared unchanged, yet she felt transformed. She moved with ease, paid small bills in gratitude, and poured her coffee like someone who trusted the universe deeply. 48 hours later, an envelope appeared, a refund from an overlooked overpayment months prior, $1.736, unexpected, unrequested, and indisputably real. She didn't obtain it through extra effort. She aligned by becoming different within. The external was merely catching up to who she had become. Florence wrote, "Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly." The woman exemplified this. Her decree reshaped her world, not through volume, but through truthfulness. This is not an outlier. It is the operation of law. Let's examine the 2-day window. Why do demonstrations so frequently arrive within 48 hours of an internal shift? The key rests in the paradox of spiritual time. The universe functions in the eternal present, not in minutes or hours. Human beliefs, emotions, and prior momentum, however, tend to create a cushion, a perceptual delay. As Florence observed, the universe is instant man delays by disbelief. When belief shifts and identity anchors in truth, resistance dissolves. The field clarifies and invisible forces move swiftly. Why isn't it always instantaneous? Sometimes it is. But frequently, the outer scene must rearrange. Other people are part of the equation. Emails must be drafted, packages dispatched, prompts delivered. Like a stage production, the world requires a beat to change the set. Yet once the director your soul calls scene, change the process initiates. Those 2 days aren't punishment. They are grace, granting time to stabilize, to demonstrate faith, and to hold your new frequency without wavering. Those 48 hours are pivotal. Many plant a seed at night, only to unearth it by morning. They whisper truth after dusk, but proclaim doubt at dawn. The field receives mixed signals and stalls in confusion. Those who remain steadfast, continuing to walk in wealth, even if their wallet argues otherwise, witness movement frequently within 2 days. The result isn't forced. It emerges because they refuse to undo what they have decreed. Therefore, if you begin now, anticipate some sign within 48 hours, a message, a shift, a feeling, a subtle nudge. The exact form is secondary. What matters is the signal and the echo it returns. Are you starting today? Comment day 1. Then come back and share what unfolded. Frequently on day 3, the old world still shows itself while the new one hasn't yet emerged. This isn't failure. It is the classic test of appearances. Florence Scovel Shinn taught the screen of life takes a moment to catch up. She understood that what appears as reality is a projection of prior assumptions. Today's picture springs from yesterday's beliefs. Today's decree configures tomorrow's screen. Imagine a slow internet connection. You've pressed play on a new film, but the frame hasn't switched. The next scene is loading while the old one remains on screen. Without understanding, buffering panic would seem reasonable. Those who trust the process, however, wait without anxiety. Life works the same way. When you recalibrate your inner identity, the outside must realign, and that realignment can take a moment. Don't panic or backtrack. Avoid saying, "See, nothing happened," because such declarations re-engage the old identity and restart the buffering. Day 3 should be read not as delay, but as confirmation, a gentle inquiry from spirit. Will you stay loyal to what you know, even before you see it? Hold your line and continue forward. The screen will inevitably catch up to your inner stance. Consider Mia's story as a living example. Mia was profoundly moved by Florence's lessons. After years of financial instability, something within her finally shifted. She spoke the decrees before sleep, felt peace wash over her, and for 2 days carried herself in wealth without external proof. She felt lighter, freer, more open. Then day 3 came. An unexpectedly large bill arrived. Her balance dipped. Panic tiptoed in. Doubt began its low murmur. This isn't working, she thought. Nothing is changing. Though encouraged only a day earlier, she capitulated. She abandoned the mindset, questioned the decree, and voiced lack once more. In that instant, the seed she had planted was unearthed. A few days later, she wrote heartbroken, admitting she hadn't held her line. She had yielded not to spirit, but to fear. I saw it starting to work, she explained, but I lost my grip when it didn't look like it right away. We comforted her. There is no punishment in spiritual law, only delay introduced by disbelief. She started again, this time wiser, softer, and more resolute. Mia's experience stands as a caution. The strongest temptation is premature judgment. Truth must be walked consistently before it becomes visible. Now consider a parallel account, James's story. James listened to the same message that same night, affirming, "I am already wealthy. It's already mine." Peace came to him as well. Externally, day 1 looked the same, but internally a calm steadiness settled. On day 2, an unusual email arrived from a former employer. No money yet, but a meaningful contact. Then came day 3. His car failed, unexpected and expensive. The old voice jeered, "See scarcity again." James paused, breathed, and remembered the test of appearances. He said aloud, "This is the screen catching up. I walk in wealth." He rented a car and proceeded calmly, paying what he could without fear. He repeated his vows. By day 4, that former employer sent a consulting agreement 3 months at double his previous pay. He called it miraculous. I call it the lawful result of alignment. James held his alignment and passed the test. His success wasn't due to extra effort. It flowed from maintaining his vibration when conditions were most challenging. He didn't react to the breakdown. He responded from his new identity. Predictably, the world, ever the mirror, reflected that stance. How do we remain faithful when reality seems to mock us, when bills appear, payments lag, and doubt taps at the door? Here are the tools for your spiritual toolkit. First, gentle detachment. View the unwanted scene and name it, an old echo. Don't wrestle. Simply notice it drift by like a cloud. Second, speak truth. This is the test. I choose faith. Repeat this decree. Let it serve as both sword and shield. a spell slicing cleanly through illusion. Third, breathe, truly breathe. The breath is the swiftest path back to identity. Inhale into power, exhale the lie. Touch your heart and affirm, I know who I am. Above all, continue steadfastly. Declarations aren't one-off chants. They create a new rhythm. Speak them while walking, whisper them when paying bills, and smile toward your future, not because it's merely probable, but because it's already claimed. The appearance test isn't punitive, it's a doorway. Those who pass through it step into tangible manifestation. When the world's noise swells, bank apps, flashing red doubts, surging like tides, withdraw into your stronghold, a fortress of affirmations constructed not of stone, but of decree. Repeat after me, though appearances deny it, I walk in wealth. Speak it slowly, letting each word become a brick in your new inner castle. I am faithful to the unseen. You are no pawn of circumstance. You are co-creating reality. Faith looks through appearances to the deeper pattern. God's promises are not mocked. Abundance is mine. Let this decree roll like thunder through your being. The infinite law, the source, has inscribed abundance into your narrative. No temporary picture can erase it. Keep these declarations close. Write them down, speak them often, commit them to memory. This is more than repetition. It is re-anchoring. Each utterance brings you back to truth. Each repetition renews your covenant with abundance. Very soon, the outer screen will align. Reality will reflect what you've sustained within. It may appear sudden, though you will know it has been assembling since the moment you held your line. If you're in the test, comment, I'm loyal to abundance. That devotion changes everything. Desire flickers like a match. Devotion burns like a steady flame. Many long for wealth, wishing, hoping, daydreaming. Yet when winds of delay rise or shadows of doubt stretch across the path, they retreat. One day they affirm, the next day they contradict. They behave as tourists in abundance, not permanent residents. Devotion, however, is of another order. It stays put, rooted and steady. It does not demand, where is it? It declares, it's already mine, and continues walking forward. Florence Scovel Shinn stated plainly, faith is expectancy. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Real faith doesn't hold belief hostage to proof. It believes first, and thereby generates the evidence. Consider this. Are you casually dating wealth, or are you truly married to it? Dating abundance means flirting when conditions are simple, pursuing it when convenient. Marriage to abundance is a vow: I am yours in all seasons. I will not betray you, even when my balance tries to tell a different story. That is the crucial shift from casual interest to stable identity. From toying with the idea to embodying it fully. With devotion to your wealth identity, you do not sway with economic weather or suspend your power when bills spike. You stand your ground, renew your vow, and persist. Now we enter a ceremony, no mere metaphor, but a living truth. If you are prepared to stop hoping and begin living as abundance's committed partner, then make your vow today. Place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and speak aloud. I take abundance as my truth now and forever. This is no mere request. This is a covenant. You are aligning with the law of supply. You cease being a seeker and become a spouse, no longer chasing money, but joined with provision itself. This inward marriage is the most consequential union you can make. It is unseen, just like gravity, electricity, and God, yet it is profoundly real. As earthly marriage changes one's name, this vow transforms your identity. You are no longer defined by lack. You are wealth expressed in form, divine supply embodied. Florence said, "The subconscious mind has no sense of humor, and people often joke themselves into unhappy experiences. Therefore, we vow sincerely, joyfully, certainly, but with sobriety and care. You are proclaiming to yourself and the universe, I am no longer split. I am one with wealth. I remain loyal to abundance. I will not waver." Let us seal the covenant with vows less as poetry and more as power. Repeat them slowly and let them sink all the way in. I will not betray my wealth. Meaning, I will refuse to speak lack even under pressure. I will not rehearse my struggles as gossip. I will not reinforce beliefs I have renounced. I am faithful even when appearances falter. Meaning, I do not live by appearances but by truth. I remember appearances are echoes, and echoes inevitably fade away. This union is divine, irreversible, and real. Meaning, I will not dismantle what spirit has joined. I will not cancel blessings through disbelief. I will stand faithful to the covenant in every season. Each repetition carves a deeper groove in the subconscious. Wealth ceases to be a guest and becomes a permanent resident within you. When life offers its tests, as it surely will return to these vows, recommit, reground, and redeclare. This practice is not mere optimism, it is the application of spiritual law. When your inner consistency stabilizes, the external world has no option but to mirror it back. Consider Aisha's journey. For years, Aisha experienced cyclical abundance, small windfalls followed by drought. She felt perpetually in pursuit. One day, she encountered this challenge: are you dating wealth or married to it? Something clicked into place. She saw she had been inconsistent, faithful one week, fearful the next, sending mixed signals to the universe. That very night, she declared, "I take abundance as my truth now and forever." She repeated the vow, each morning ceased narrating her struggles to others, and moved as though the inner wedding had already taken place. 2 weeks on, a former client resurfaced with a referral that became a 5-figure contract, and that proved to be only the beginning. She quit fixating on results and focused on identity. Money arrived, followed by deep rest, new friendships, and clear direction. She later emailed, "The money was wonderful, but the peace is priceless. I no longer need proof. I am proof." She entered the covenant, and spirit met her there swiftly and faithfully. If you're ready to commit, not just wish, declare it now. I made the covenant. For abundance to feel natural, your nervous system must first register safety. Scarcity isn't merely cognitive. It is remembered in the body, stored as a frequency, jaw tension, gut clenching, a cortisol spike when opening the banking app. It echoes your personal past and often ancestral experiences. Florence taught that the outer world reflects inner belief. But what if belief was forged in trauma, bankruptcies, witnessed evictions, endured shame and survival, etched into memory? For many, money fear is cellular. The body encodes it as fight or flight. Even as funds arrive, the body tenses, bracing for loss. Without safety, wealth is not welcomed and thus struggles to remain. This isn't your fault. You aren't defective. You have been programmed by experience. Yet everything programmed can be reprogrammed. What was wired through fear can be rewired in truth and safety. This isn't superficial positivity. It is deep healing work. You cannot welcome what your body rejects, nor hold what your nervous system fears. To serve as a vessel for divine supply, your body must come into agreement with your spoken truth. Thus, we enter the temple of the body, not to scold or shame, but to soothe and gently retrain. Begin by asking, how specifically does lack register inside me? Do I feel guilty spending even on necessities? Do I hold my breath opening my account? Do I refuse help or gifts insisting I'm fine? These responses are not moral failures. They are signals. Scarcity appears as bodily contraction, not just a mental idea. A tight jaw and shoulders shallow breaths, a racing heart at money talk, or freezing at the thought of asking your true rate, these all mark the imprint. Florence Scovel Shinn stated, "No man gives but himself, and no man takes away but himself." That self includes the subconscious and the body, which follows subconscious instructions like a faithful servant. To open to more, you must also open physically, loosening old fear's grip and training your body to a new baseline, peace with money, ease in receiving safety amid overflow. Notice each place of tightening. That is where the falsehood hides. Observe where you flinch. Those are the sites requesting healing. Bodily scarcity is not a curse. It is an invitation to create interior space for wealth, for peace, and for trust that does not shake. Now we move into a sacred practice, not mental only, but somatic and whole body. Find a quiet space. Sit or recline. Rest your hands softly on your lap or over your heart and close your eyes. Inhale slowly through your nose. Exhale through your mouth again, in and out, maintaining a gentle rhythm. Sense the weight of your body supported by the chair, the floor, the earth itself. Let the awareness arise, I am supported, I am safe. Lightly touch the middle of your chest and whisper, I am safe to receive. Notice the subtle vibration of that statement resonating beneath your hand, not necessarily because you fully believe it yet, but because you consent to allow it. Slowly sweep your attention from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. As awareness travels downward, observe any tension or tightness. You do not need to fix anything, only to witness with calm presence. Wherever your body tightens or braces, speak softly to it and affirm it's okay now. Offer reassurance to the very place that is holding tension. When you notice trembling or shakiness, answer it with the calm statement, I am safe. Allow safety to become the message your body receives. If any area feels numb or shut down, direct your breath there, as if breathing warmth and circulation into that space. With every inhalation and exhalation, grant yourself permission to feel, fully allowing sensation to return without judgment. Now visualize a cascade of golden light streaming from above and entering gently through the crown of your head. This radiance carries the frequency of divine provision, soft, affectionate, and unbounded in abundance. Invite that light to spread throughout your chest and heart, flow down your arms and hands, settle into your belly and hips, and continue through your legs all the way into your feet. As this light permeates your being, affirm aloud, my body is a container for wealth. My cells are safe to hold abundance. Every breath invites overflow. Sense the light circling within your belly, your creative core. Notice it traveling into your hands, the centers through which you give and receive. Then feel it rooting firmly into your feet, your base and foundation. Breathe steadily and allow yourself to rest. Let the light remain present. Permit your nervous system to record this experience. What you are teaching it is clear. Wealth is not a threat and not disorder. Wealth is equilibrium and peace. And as Florence reminded us, peace and prosperity go hand in hand. In this practice, you are embodying both qualities simultaneously. Allow these affirmations to function as anchors steadying your nervous system and revising your cellular memory towards safety and sufficiency. Voice them on your breath with gentleness and trust, so their message is carried into every part of you. My body is a container for wealth. Let this statement reverberate through your cells. Notice your abdomen loosening and your jaw releasing. Allow your entire body to offer a quiet, wholehearted yes. I receive money without fear. Make this your new internal cadence. Release the sudden pangs of guilt and the tremors of shame. Welcome receiving the way a child welcomes love freely, joyfully, and without apologies. Every cell trusts abundance. This work goes beyond thinking. It is fundamentally about felt experience. Invite your entire system to hum with the frequency of safety. Repeat these lines while you get dressed, as you brush your teeth when paying bills, and as you sip tea. They are more than mantras. They are instruments for neural and somatic rewiring. Florence taught the subconscious is impressed by repetition. Repetition is not tedious, it is sacred. Repetition is how truth takes root, how the soil of your being retains the memory of the seed. Each repetition disrupts outdated conditioning, calms long-standing alarms, and lays down a new, sturdier foundation for living. This is wealth cultivated from the interior outward, an ongoing devotion to the health and steadiness of your nervous system. Repeat the following once more. I am safe with money. I am safe with overflow. I am safe with ease. Notice the softening through your body. This is not make-believe. It is truth returning to its rightful home within you. If you sensed a shift in your body, whisper, I am safe with money. Then share what changed for you. You are not merely traveling toward wealth, you are the living pathway. You are not pursuing abundance, you are its embodiment. The deeper truth is, this wealth is not a distant achievement or a checklist outcome. Wealth is a self you grow into and inhabit. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "Man can only receive what he sees himself receiving." Extending this principle, you can only retain what aligns with your identity. If you cannot perceive yourself as someone who naturally attracts welcomes and responsibly stewards significant wealth, it may arrive briefly, but will not remain slipping away from the mismatch like oil separating from water. Beginning today, you let go of the myth that wealth is a distant summit. You stop projecting separation onto those who have it. You reclaim your energy from the illusion of waiting. In its place, you embody a truth so clear, uncluttered, and magnetically resonant that life must answer it. You are the wealthy one here now already, not by proving, pushing, or performing, but by pure being. When you know you embody wealth, even your breathing changes. Your speech shifts in tone and clarity. You inhabit time with poise, grace, and a calm certainty. This is not immediately about a seven-figure balance, at least not yet. It is about becoming the person with whom millions feel welcome and safe to stay. Identity is the rich soil. From that soil, every harvest naturally grows. So inhale this awareness and let it land. I do not seek wealth, I embody wealth. When you live as wealth, not play acting, but genuinely inhabiting it, your choices shift easily without internal struggle or resistance. How does a wealthy identity select clothing? Not from the lens of scarcity, but from personal standards. Not by obsessing over price tags, but by sensing resonance. When you are wealth, your style mirrors the depth with which you honor your radiance. You may skip the costliest item, yet you will refuse anything that diminishes your self-regard. How does wealth converse with others? With steady calm, genuine curiosity, and a gracious ease that communicates, I am not rushed. I am not small. I am not afraid. Wealth is courteous, holds doors, asks discerning questions, and never shrinks itself to soothe other people's discomfort. And how does wealth meet setbacks? Here lies the divide between force and faith. The wealthy identity trusts everything is working for me, even if I don't see it yet. So it pauses rather than panics, receives rather than reacts, and inquires, what invitation is present here? Then it proceeds with an even measured cadence. Begin today to audit your ordinary choices. Which foods do you select as wealth? Which emails do you craft and send as wealth? At what hour do you decide to rest and sleep as wealth? You will notice the answers rarely revolve around luxury. They revolve around energy. Wealth isn't merely in what you purchase, it is in the vibration of abundance you bring into each small action. Therefore, we make these declarations. I no longer make decisions. From fear, I choose as wealth would choose. I am the energy of ease, dignity, and overflow. I honor my life as if it were already fully funded because it is. Now let us rouse the wealth identity in concrete ways. This is not make-believe, it is sacred rehearsal. You become inevitably what you repeatedly rehearse. Close your eyes and respond to these prompts. Answer not with logic alone, but from the embodied energy of wealth itself. What garments do you select as wealth? Visualize opening your wardrobe. Which hues beckon? Which textures please your skin? And how do you drape, adorn, and present your body as a sacred temple? How do you breathe when you enter a room? Picture a cafe, a conference hall, a tranquil home as wealth. How do you occupy space? Do your shoulders release? Does your breath deepen? And can others sense the quiet assurance in your presence? How do you answer calls? How do you receive invitations? How do you offer a wholehearted yes? And more importantly, a clean, respectful no? These are not trivialities. They function as sacred rituals that reinforce identity. Each morning, stand before your mirror, meet your gaze fully, and affirm, I am wealth. I do not wait. I do not hustle. I carry abundance in my walk, in my gaze, in my tone. Then while dressing, imagine stepping into your wealthy timeline, now not later. Choose clothing not to win approval, but to honor your sacred remembering of who you are. Every deed performed from this identity lays planks on the bridge that connects inner truth to outer reality. You are not faking, you are claiming rightful ground. This is what embodiment truly means. Allow me to illustrate with a story. There was a woman called Leela. For years, she hustled long hours in a business that scarcely paid. She purchased course after course, followed gurus faithfully posted daily on social media, yet income continued to trickle thinly. One day, she encountered these words, "You do not make money. You become money, and money follows." Something within her moved and reconfigured. She ceased trying to perform wealth and began to simply be wealth. She no longer over-explained her value to clients. With calm assurance, she raised her prices. She spoke more slowly, walked more softly, and chose attire that felt regal on her skin. She cleared the clutter on her calendar, lit candles before working, and played music that evoked luxury and grace. Within only a few weeks, something that felt miraculous began to unfold. Clients started contacting her without prompting. One remarked, "I don't know what changed, but you feel magnetic." Another shared, "I feel calm just being near you." The money followed naturally, not due to force, but because her energy matched it. Within a few months, her weekly income exceeded what used to be her monthly earnings. More importantly, she felt serene and grounded, as though the wealth she once chased had finally returned home. Because in truth, it had come home to her, and so it can and will be for you as well. Today, release the compulsion to hustle. Step into stillness. Step into the clear knowing of who you are. You are the person to whom wealth naturally comes and gladly stays. Allow it to be simple. Allow it to be embodied. Allow it to be unmistakably you. If you are ready to affirm this pivot, speak aloud, "Now I walk in wealth." And if you feel compelled, share those words. Let your declaration ripple outward and imprint the field around you. Words are far more than audible noises. They are vibrational signatures, living codes, and vessels that carry identity. They act as unseen architects shaping your reality. As Florence Scovel Shinn affirmed, "Your word is your wand." And like a wand, language exerts real power only when it is directed with precision, unwavering conviction, and conscious intent. Each time you say, "I am," you issue a decree. Every "I have" plants a seed in the field. Each "I can't" forges another link in a limiting chain. You will no longer treat language casually, nor toss declarations carelessly for you. Now understand the phrases you speak are world-building tools that sculpt experience. The contrast between "I hope I receive money" and "I am always supported by money" is not mere semantics. It is a shift in frequency, a change in vibration, and vibration is precisely the dialect the universe listens to and answers. When you utter, "Hopefully one day," you push your good into the indefinite future. When you repeat, "I can't afford," you close the gate yourself. When you confess, "I'm just getting by," you instruct life to mirror limitation right back to you. Conversely, when you declare, "There's always more where that came from," you swing the floodgates open and invite greater flow. Florence cautioned fear and impatience demagnetize. Therefore, we refuse to speak from fear, and we cease issuing decrees out of desperation or panic. We choose to speak from a seat of inner authority, from the throne of knowing, and from the wealth inherent in our identity. Therefore, let these be your statements. "I do not wish, I declare. I do not hope, I embody. My word is sacred, and I speak only what I wish to multiply." Now let's examine the hidden spells of scarcity, the offhand phrases that quietly erect invisible fences around your prosperity. Many are so ordinary you may overlook them, but starting today, you will notice and retire them. Here are several expressions to release with love and intention. "I can't afford that." That sentence hardens scarcity into place. Replace it with, "That's not aligned for me right now," or "I'm choosing other priorities." These alternatives preserve your sovereignty while keeping your energetic field open to expansion. "I'm just getting by." This phrase murmurs to the universe that you've accepted mere survival. Use instead, "I am grateful for all that flows to me, and I know more is on the way," which affirms sufficiency and invites increase. Money doesn't grow on trees. Ironically, currency is literally made from paper, once trees. Say instead, "Money is all around me, and it finds joyful ways to arrive," which trains your mind toward possibility and flow. Hopefully one day. Hope can be passive and deferring. Replace it with, "It is already on its way. I align with it now," which places you in present tense receipt. That's too expensive. That statement grants the object authority over you. Try "That doesn't feel like a wise investment right now," or "I'm choosing to wait for divine timing," which maintains agency and discernment. These edits may appear minor, yet your subconscious catalogs every syllable. Each phrase either irrigates your inner garden or siphons it dry. Let your vocabulary be verdant and generous. Align your words with your highest vision. Give voice only to what you desire to inhabit. As Florence instructed, you must train your imagination to see only good and your words to affirm only what you desire. Now, let's pivot to gate-opening words, phrases resonant with power and intention. Treat them as verbal tuning forks. When sounded with feeling, they change the atmosphere and draw reality into alignment with you. Speak the following, slowly sensing them in your chest cavity and all the way into your bones. I am divinely supported. There's always more where that came from. Money comes to me through unexpected avenues. I am a magnet for prosperous opportunity. Everything I touch multiplies in value. I receive with ease. I circulate with joy. I live in the overflow of the infinite. Understand these lines are not idle affirmations. They are identity declarations, and identity is the engine that genuinely creates. You are not engaged in self-persuasion. You are unveiling a truth that has always existed within you, the very truth Florence repeated. Faith knows it has already received. Select one sacred phrase to accompany you today. Write it on a card, post it on your mirror, and whisper it before meetings, before purchases, and just before sleep. Allow it to function as your anchor point when waves rise. Let it form the steady rhythm you return to again and again. Let it become like a new name and identity tag your energy answers to. Now we shift from mere knowing into active doing, from passive hearing into embodied speaking. It's time to craft 5 personal decrees. They are not hopes or wishes, but truths, clear declarations that serve as energetic blueprints for your wealthy identity. Use this simple guide. Begin every decree with I am or I have, so your subconscious hears immediacy. Keep each statement in present tense to code now, not someday. Pour feeling and vivid imagery into them so they register somatically, not just mentally. Pause. Tune into your next level self. Speak or write your decrees now. I am, I have, I am, I have, I am. Now close your eyes and repeat them, engaging your whole body. Let your voice carry, lengthen your spine, and deepen your breath as you speak. You are not merely reciting, you are coding these truths into your energetic field and recoding your subconscious to harmonize with your vision. You are finished with mere hoping. You are actively declaring. You have stopped waiting. You are now being. And here is the final invitation. Compose your personal wealth decree and share it publicly, declaring your power. Let the universe receive and witness your language. Allow your community to echo and amplify your truth. Permit your future self to step forward and meet you at this new level. Hustle is not a noble badge. More often, it is fear wearing productivity as a mask. When we operate in hustle mode, our energy whispers to the universe, I don't trust you. We grip, push, and rush, fleeing the quiet truth that can feel unsettlingly still when trusted life moves with elegant flow. Florence Scovel Shinn cautioned, the subconscious is impressed by ideas. If you say, I am tired, I am broke, I can't do this, that is the order you give to your inner world. Hustle energy grows from the compulsion to prove worthiness, adequacy, and deserving of what your heart already desires. Yet remember this crucial point. You are not required to earn what belongs to you by right. The markers of hustle energy become obvious when you pay attention. A constricted chest right before sending a message, sprinting from task to task without presence or breath. Saying yes out of obligation rather than from alignment and truth. Launching emailing or pitching driven by the fear of being overlooked or left behind. Hustle operates on urgency. Flow operates on trust. Today, you choose to pause and soften. You ask honestly, am I creating from force or am I creating from faith? For when creation emerges from faith, results arrive and they do so with unmistakable grace. Consider two contrasting scenes. Scene 1. Someone builds a rigid dam, stacking and pressing with force and fear in an attempt to control the water. Pressure mounts, tension rises, and eventually the dam breaks because nature resists confinement. Scene 2. A river moves freely. It bends, dances, and carves through stone without strain. It doesn't force. It follows inspiration, trusting gravity and trusting its path. Which image best describes you right now? Money, opportunities, clients, and peace behave like water. They prefer open channels over obstructing barriers. Florence said, "Infinite spirit opens the way for great abundance. I am an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to me by divine right." You don't need to engineer a dam at all. You need only become the river, open, guided, and in motion. You simply need to trust timing, trust flow, and trust the bends that appear along the way. Even when the surface seems still, the river continues to move. Likewise, rest does not equal stagnation. It signals that elements are reorganizing quietly in your favor. A pause is not laziness. Listening within that pause is an act of power. So today, release the dam you've been maintaining. Allow the waters to flow unimpeded. Speak this declaration: now I am open. I am available. I am flowing with all that is mine by divine right. If hustle represents force, what then is the authentic path of power? It is what we call magnetic action. Magnetic action is never passive. It is deliberate. It is not laziness. It is alignment. It is movement taken from clarity rather than compulsion or fear. You can recognize magnetic action by these markers. You act when inspiration rises, not because duty or guilt demands it. You pause to reconnect, not due to a sense of lagging or falling behind. You offer a clear no without guilt and a full yes without fear. Florence prayed, "Infinite Spirit, reveal to me the way. Let me walk in peace and plenty." The true way is never frantic. It comes through alignment and inner peace. Magnetic action often looks and feels like this, composing a single email that alters the entire trajectory. Offering one firm no that unexpectedly opens 10 better doors. Resting for an afternoon and later discovering unexpected income has arrived. The energy underlying your action determines the quality of energy you magnetize in return. Before taking action today, pause and ask yourself, am I moving from fear or from flow? Does this next step feel inspired or imposed? Then wait and breathe, allowing the authentic answer to surface on its own. And when you do act, move with magnetism, move with composed grace. Let's seal this inner shift using the language of alignment. Say the following out loud, not by rote, but with resonance. Let each phrase fall like water over stone, dissolving resistance and awakening deep memory. I no longer chase, I attract. I act from peace and receive in plenty. I take aligned action and money flows. My rest is rewarded. What is mine flows effortlessly to me. I choose flow. I trust flow. I walk in flow. Regard these not as mere affirmations, but as recalibrations. Each line tunes your nervous system towards safety, training your body that receiving without force is secure. Florence wrote, "Faith is expectancy." You expect the things you speak to come to pass. Therefore, expect ease, expect divine alignment, and expect miracles that do not require burnout. And now, here is a gentle invitation. If today you choose ease, write this sacred line, "I choose flow." Let your words serve as your wand, sending ripples through the field. Allow money, peace, and opportunity to locate you not through force, but through your faithful flow. The universe is anything but silent. It speaks constantly through symbols, subtle nudges, and gentle signs often missed when we look only for fireworks. You have probably noticed this already, thinking of someone just before they call, noticing repeating numbers on clocks or receipts, overhearing a phrase that answers an unspoken question. These aren't coincidences, they are confirmations. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "Before you call, you are answered." Consequently, as you align with your wealthy identity, the universe begins to echo that alignment in visible ways. Treat these echoes as sacred repeating numbers, like 111 or 888 surprise checks arriving, compliments that mirror your new self, or chance encounters that unlock the next chapter. They may not be the complete manifestation, yet they are green lights, divine winks, and holy nods that whisper, "Keep going. You are becoming. You are seen." Read these signals as love letters, messages from the divine saying, "You're on the right path. Keep walking. Your good is not merely coming, it is already here, unfolding in real time." So today, accept this invitation. Notice the signs, celebrate them, listen closely, and offer thanks for every whisper. For it is those who revere the quiet whispers who are ultimately entrusted with the full symphony. Attentive hearts are given the larger melody. Many people postpone belief until a dramatic breakthrough arrives to prove support. The wise, those already aligned with abundance, deliberately train their perception to notice the delicate signals. They rejoice in the early shimmer long before the bright shine appears. As Florence taught, miracles begin where attention flows. Therefore, by directing your attention towards subtle divine indicators, you attune your field to receive more of them. Your focus turns you into a match for additional blessing. A complimentary coffee, a last-minute cancellation that grants much-needed rest, an inner nudge that saves time, a stranger's kind remark about your energy, an unexpected refund, or a new follower who feels distinctly aligned. These are all living examples. These are not trivialities or throwaways. They are the small doorways through which wealth and support often enter first. In truth, the universe continuously feels out your field. Will they notice? Will they honor these signals? Will they celebrate the first dew of manifestation before the rain arrives? If your celebration waits until funds appear in the account, you slow the current and delay the greater blessing. Yet the moment you affirm, "Thank you, Infinite Spirit," for this whisper of confirmation, you amplify and multiply the flow. The person who blesses breadcrumbs with gratitude is the one who quickly encounters the entire feast. Begin conditioning your inner sight. Ask yourself directly, where am I already seeing proof? What synchronicities have shown up this week? What small blessings have I overlooked? Then give voice to it. Record it on paper. Share it with others so the recognition deepens. Keep in mind, whatever you consciously acknowledge expands, and whatever you celebrate becomes the energetic atmosphere you live in. You are not standing around waiting for signals. You are already immersed in them, surrounded on every side. Jared was moving into a wealth-aligned mindset though a headline result hadn't landed yet. One morning, he murmured, "Show me a sign that I'm supported." That afternoon, an old client wrote, "I just realized I never paid you for last month. Sending the money now?" Jared laughed clear confirmation. It wasn't huge, but the timing and grace felt unmistakably divine. Amina had been affirming abundance consistently. She asked the universe for a sign that would let her feel like a millionaire. On the drive home, she pulled behind a car bearing the plate 888 RCH. Her heart leapt. "That's for me," she whispered, and her state shifted. That evening, a message arrived from someone eager to invest in her services. Luis was practicing trust in flow over force. He said aloud, "If I'm really on the right path, send me a feather today," chuckling at the improbability. Hours later, he entered a quiet bookstore and spotted a lone white feather by the door. No birds, no obvious source. He smiled, whispered message received, and within a week, his new venture secured unexpected funding. Accounts like these are not unusual. They arise naturally for people who are awake, attentive, and willing to notice. You don't manufacture signs. You attune your perception to the frequency that allows you to recognize them as they appear. And once you notice them, let your own story serve as inspiration and confirmation for someone else. Now let's anchor these teachings directly into your lived experience. Take a deliberate breath. Close your eyes. Place one hand over your heart and the other on your belly. Then gently ask yourself, where have I already seen proof that I am supported? Perhaps it was a stranger's kind smile, a delayed train that created perfect timing, a friend quietly buying your coffee, a payment arriving exactly when needed, or a wave of peace that appeared from nowhere. Open your journal and begin writing freely. These are the signs I have already seen. Let the list pour out without editing. Capture every example. Next, read the list aloud, truly aloud. Allow your voice to serve as an anchor, letting the sound vibrations imprint these acknowledgments into your nervous system. Declare now, I am already living in the evidence of abundance. The universe confirms me daily. What I seek is already seeking me and showing up again and again. This is not mere imagining. It is the practice of embodiment in real time. You are no longer chasing miracles. You are recognizing and receiving them as they arrive. Have you noticed a sign, a whisper, a number sequence, an unexpected gift, or a moment that felt like the universe saying, yes, share your experience so that your story can become someone else's confirmation and courage? In Florence's understanding, one person's demonstration turns into another's proof. Your testimony might be the exact sign someone has been quietly requesting. So tell us, what synchronicity have you witnessed? Type it now and let the ripple of recognition begin spreading outward. We now step into the innermost chamber, the culminating space of this journey. This is more than a lesson concluding. It marks the birth of a fresh embodiment. As with every sacred transition, it merits ritual reverence and conscious breath. Consecrate this moment as holy. Wherever you stand or sit, pause to prepare, soften the lighting rest. Both feet flat on the ground, light a candle if available, silence notifications, and allow the outer world to soften into a gentle hush. This is the moment you come home to yourself, your personal return. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly." That is our posture now. We will not only speak, but also act. We will do more than hope we will claim. We will move beyond learning and step into becoming. Welcome to your ceremony of ownership, your conscious claiming of what is already yours. You are not gradually turning into wealth. You are recalling and reinstating the truth that you already are wealthy at the level of identity. Now inhale deeply. Let each breath function like your signature, as though you are sealing a sacred covenant with every inhalation. Whisper to yourself with quiet conviction, "This moment is sacred. This identity is true. I am the one wealth belongs to." And with that, let us begin the ceremony in earnest. Close your eyes, allowing your respiration to settle into a soft, slow, sanctified rhythm. Envision your bare feet upon living ground, rich, warm soil that remembers your name. You stand within a clearing circled by tall trees that seem to whisper ancient affirmations. Sunlight filters through the canopy, scattering dappled light that dances across your skin. Recognize this as your consecrated place, the inner sanctuary where you return to your deepest self. You start to move forward. Each step lands steady, confident, and sure. There is no hurry and no fear. The path glows faintly beneath you, illuminated by your inner knowing. You are walking directly into the embodiment of your wealthy self. Ahead, a structure appears, perhaps a temple, a dwelling, or even a mirror suspended between two trees. Whatever form it takes, understand it is a portal, a threshold where your former self stands on one side and your realized self awaits on the other. You cross the threshold, and in that passage, a palpable inner shift begins. Your shoulders rise unburdened. Your chest opens and expands with ease. Your spine finds regal alignment, recalling an ancient lineage of dignity. This is not make-believe or costume. You are actively claiming an inheritance that has always belonged to you. You glance down and notice your garments transformed, perhaps fine fabric now drapes your frame, or your very skin emits a gentle, otherworldly glow. The sensation is unmistakable. Wealth is present not merely in outward appearance, but as a stable, radiant vibration. Your palms tingle pleasantly. Your breathing deepens. Your heart finds a steady rhythm filled with calm purpose. You have moved beyond petition. You have stepped past waiting. You no longer question whether this identity belongs to you. You are unequivocally the wealth itself. You behold your reflection, your future self, emanating dignity, composure, elegance, and power. From those eyes comes a knowing gaze that seems to say, "I've been waiting for you to remember." You step nearer and crown yourself not with metal or jewels, but with grace, authority, and poise. Then a voice within softly whispers a final seal, "It is done." Draw that truth inward with a deep, receptive breath. Allow every cell of your body to memorize and keep this frequency. Trust that the universe has registered and recorded your inner shift completely. Know this is not fantasy or escapism. This is a stabilized frequency and energetic state you are holding. And from this moment forward, you walk within it wholly and without fragment. With the wealth identity fully awakened within you, it is time to articulate the culminating decrees. These are not petitions or pleas. These are not mere concepts or notions. They are spoken truths voiced by a soul remembering its rightful station. You can voice them aloud in a call and response cadence, or permit them to resonate quietly within. Let us commence. I am wealth. I am wealth. I am the one abundance belongs to. I am the one abundance belongs to. I do not hope I have. I do not hope I have. I do not chase, I attract. I do not chase, I attract. Money flows to me through known and unknown ways. Money flows to me through known and unknown ways. I am richly supported. I am richly supported. I no longer wait, I walk in wealth now. I no longer wait, I walk in wealth now. Everything I desire is already mine by divine right. Everything I desire is already mine by divine right. My identity is aligned with overflow. My identity is aligned with overflow. I make decisions like wealth. I speak like wealth. I live as wealth. I make decisions like wealth. I speak like wealth. I live as wealth. I am magnetic to opportunities, miracles, and money. I am magnetic to opportunities, miracles, and money. I receive with ease. I circulate with joy. I receive with ease. I circulate with joy. I am rooted in peace and rising in power. I am rooted in peace and rising in power. This is not becoming, this is remembering. This is not becoming, this is remembering. It is done. 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 Now pause and place both hands gently over your heart center. Sense the resonance of these decrees descending and settling deeply into your energetic field. You have spoken with the authority of one who already knows. The inner shift has reached completion. For the next few moments, do absolutely nothing. Do not speak a word, simply breathe. Allow your nervous system to synchronize with the new code you have just installed. Permit silence to serve as the sealant of this work. Let your breath be the vehicle of integration. Inhale ease. Exhale resistance. Inhale power. Exhale old patterns and scripts. No soundtrack, no mantra, only pure presence. Recognize that stillness is the sound of transformation embedding itself. Within this stillness, something timeless begins to rise. That something is you, the truest version of you. The self that does not default to doubt. The self that does not grasp or cling. The self that receives with composure and grace. Remain in this space for a while longer. Allow this energy to establish itself as your new baseline. As this ceremony concludes, it ends not in finality, but in fullness and fulfillment. You have indeed crossed the threshold. You have remembered your true name and nature. You are no longer the seeker of wealth. You are the sacred vessel through which wealth flows. Florence Scovel Shinn would remind you, nothing stands between man and his highest good but doubt and fear. Clear these from the pathway, and your good flows to you freely and harmoniously. Today, you have cleared the obstructions. Today, you have claimed what is yours. And now you go forward, not burdened with tasks, but anchored in truth. Wealth walks beside you, peace encircles you, and all of it is already yours. Allow this moment to reverberate through your days to shape how you walk, speak, dress, and breathe. There is no need to prove this identity. You need only live it consistently. Each morning, return consciously to this truth: I am the one wealth belongs to. Each night, close the day with gratitude. It is done. It is mine. It is sacred. And if doubt surfaces or fear knocks, come back here to this inner sanctuary, this voice, this remembrance. And now offer your final declaration. If you have claimed it today, affirm aloud, it's already mine. Type it, speak it, write it, let the ripple carry outward. It's already mine. Return to this space whenever remembrance is needed. You are not inching toward an abundant life. You are living it now in this very moment.